Today is November 21st, 2K13. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning.
How are you doing? Hope you're doing well today. And it is a Thursday. We're getting closer to Thanksgiving.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
That's a week from today is Thanksgiving.
Wow.
I know.
My goodness.
Mine too. Okay. I had mentioned here recently, I mentioned Monday when we came back after the weekend, that over the weekend was an observance of National World Prematurity Day, Sunday, November 17th.
That's right.
If you'd like information about that, there's a phone number here in Goldsboro or in Wayne County you can call to get more information about that. And you need to talk to Ravonda Bradford. She is a coordinator for the North Carolina Preconception Health Campaign March of Dimes. And the number is 919-689-2320. 689-2320. And I'm sure she'd love to hear from you about World Prematurity Day earlier this week and about preconception health campaign.
And don't forget, this week is Diabetic Awareness Month.
That's right.
They had an event yesterday at the Peggy Seeger's Senior Center.
Very good.
Got it that time.
Got it that time. Peggy
I know
Seeger.
that's a mouthful. For
Peggy,
some reason, I can't get that out.
Well, it's a
You just
tongue
say the
twister.
Senior Center sometimes.
I just say the Senior Center, and everyone, you know, we love Peggy M. Seegers.
That's right.
Because without her, the Senior Center as it stands probably wouldn't have happened.
She was definitely a leader in that.
Certainly was. So that's why it was named the Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center. Seeger Senior Center.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I think I did. Yes. Anyway, that's at 2001 East Ash Street, Goldsboro. But indeed it is Diabetes Awareness Week, month.
The entire month of November.
And I'll tell you, as I mentioned yesterday, and it is a serious situation because diabetes is one of those diseases that is referred to as the silent killer.
That's right.
It is so deadly, it is so dangerous that people have it and they don't even realize they have it, and it's devastating.
It can be.
It certainly can be, and of course there's two types. One is worse than the other, but they're both neither is good. So it's a good idea for you if you have any idea, if your family has a history of diabetes,
right.
If you're a little overweight, and there's other signs that you need to look at. Just to be on the safe side, just have it checked out. Just have it checked out because it is indeed a deadly disease. And a lot of people don't know they have it.
So true.
Okay, what's up?
We want to tell people about the second annual Trim a Tree. Guess where it's happening?
One
of the little local towns around here.
Phoenix.
No.
One of the little local towns.
In Wayne County.
In Wayne County.
Yes.
Detroit.
Wayne County, North Carolina.
Oh.
Narrow it down, Wayne.
Yeah, okay. North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Got to be Seven Springs.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I love Seven Springs.
It sure is.
Yeah.
On Saturday, November the 30th, starting at 7 o'clock p.m., they're going to have the second annual Trim a Tree. At 7 o'clock p.m. At the Town Hall.
Right.
The 12-foot pre-lit tree is located inside Town Hall, and people are invited to come and help decorate it.
Oh, boy.
They make it a special night. They have all kinds of goodies out that night, but they want the entire community to help come decorate that tree.
Now, is Mayor Alan Cash going to be there?
I believe he might be.
All right.
So that's Saturday, November the 30th, 7 o'clock p.m., Town Hall in Seven Springs.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
The second annual.
Love Seven Springs. That is a great town.
It is a nice
great
town.
little town. We need to build up Seven Springs a little bit, though. It needs a little work there.
All right.
And we're working on that.
Okay. We'll go help them trim the tree.
Or Whitehall, as it was once known.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You got any birthdays today?
Oh, yes. Today's the 21st.
Happy birthday to somebody.
Happy. Here we go. Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actress who first came into prominence, and she'd been around a while, not doing a couple of things, but first came into prominence on the TV show Laugh-In back in the 60s.
I remember. Well, I don't remember back in the 60s, but I
Yeah.
do remember seeing the show a little later.
Yeah, later on. It was on for a number of years.
It was.
Anyway, Goldie Hawn is 68 today.
Wow.
68.
Boy, does her daughter look so much like her.
She does.
Oh, my goodness.
She does look just like her. Anyway, she's 68 years. Kate Hudson's mom.
That's right.
Yeah. Michael Strahan. Is that how you say his name? I think that's how you say it.
Maybe.
football star. He is now on television with Kathy Lee. Not Kathy Lee. Who's the other one? With Kelly.
Oh, Kelly Ripa.
Kelly
yeah.
Ripa, yeah, they do that show on TV. Michael is on TV with Kelly, and he's 42 years today, and a nice guy.
Seems to be.
Birthday today for that girl.
Oh, I used to love that show.
Marlo Thomas.
Yes,
that's right. That's
yes.
Danny's little baby girl.
That's right.
Can you believe? I cannot believe this. Danny Thomas's little daughter is 76 years today.
Wow.
76.
Wow.
Yeah. Married to Phil Donahue.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't help it, I guess. Anyway, I mean, really, Phil Donahue? Shh. Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right. Shh. Phil Donahue? Anyway. Also a birthday today for Juliet Mills. She's 72 today. Nicolette Sheridan is 50 today. Knots Landing and all that.
I was going to say, boy, she was on Knots Landing.
I knew you watched that one.
Yes, of course I did. And she was also on Desperate Housewives for years,
That's
too.
right. She was on Desperate for years. Is that not on anymore?
No.
What do I know? Birthday today for Samantha Bailey. Samantha's 12 years old today. She played Summer on The Young and the Restless.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know that was her name.
Samantha Bailey, 12. Dr. John, got to be in the right place at the right time. Dr. John is 70. Well, he was a Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter. Well, that was his big hit.
Okay.
Sorry about that. He incorporated jazz, blues, zydeco, and a little bit of funk into his music. Dr. John, 73.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You had to be there.
And I wasn't.
Cherry Jones, yes, you were. Cherry Jones is 57 today. She played the role of the president on the series 24.
Okay.
She was the president.
Okay.
And her White House was invaded by terrorists. Anyway, that's her birthday today. She's 57.
Happy birthday
Happy,
if it is your special day.
There you go. Okay.
All right, I believe it's time to head on to the interviews.
I suppose it is.
I believe it is.
Very
So stay with us. We'll see you in a few.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Joining me today is Brittany ACREE and Chuck Waller, here to talk about a program, Holiday Mail for the Heroes. Hi, you all. Welcome to the show.
Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Good morning.
Now tell us where you are representing today.
We are with North Carolina Community Credit Union. We are a Wayne County-based credit union, and we have 3 branches here in the county.
So now you all have chosen to partner with the American Red Cross.
Yes.
We have.
Now tell us more about this program.
Well, it's called the Holiday Mail for Heroes, and it's something we're really excited about because it gives us an opportunity, and it gives the community an opportunity to sign a holiday card for some of our deployed service members. And I was part of this last year when they were setting this initial event up, and I got to tell you, I was engaged with a person who was active duty, and she went on to say, you know, I was deployed in 2001 over the holidays, and I got some of these cards, and she said, you know what, I still have them. And that just let me know, you know, this seems like such a small thing, but it is really a big thing. So we were just so excited to be able to partner with the Red Cross in this event, encourage all our members and all non-members to come by and sign these cards.
Well, think about it. You know, if you are deployed and you're alone, away from your family, especially during the holiday season when you know everyone else is with their families, just think how much any kind of human interaction from someone back from home.
Right. Or from somebody you don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, it is just, you know, the
just
the
wishing
design
you
is to be
well.
uplifting and say thank you. We appreciate and recognize the great sacrifice you make for us.
Absolutely.
So,
And it makes them feel, I would think, so much emotion from people, whether it's like you said, people you know or people you don't know, just thanking them for their service during a time when most people are home with their families, celebrating the holidays.
That's right. That's right.
Well, tell us the procedure. How will this happen, and where do people go?
Well, it's really as easy as 1, 2, 3 is what we've been telling everyone. We are going to have drop-off boxes at all 3 of our branch locations. So we are at 2401 East Ash Street, Big Blue Roof, right beside the Cloth Barn. We are in Mount Olive at 710 North Church Street, and then we are also on base right inside the BX. So that's very convenient for our on-base personnel to, you know, send greeting cards to their fellow service members. And we are going to have greeting cards available. So if you want to just come, stop by, sign a card, or if you have a church or civic organization and you'd like to get together and gather some cards and then come and drop them off at one of our locations.
Oh, that would be nice.
It is. It's very simple. And the guidelines are very simple as well. You don't want to use cards with glitter or that sort of thing because it may aggravate some of the conditions that the service members have overseas if they're in hospitals. But a standard size card, or if children want to make homemade cards, those have gone over really well.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. So any group could do this. A classroom,
definitely.
Church group, anyone could get together. Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, and the list goes on and on. What a nice, easy project this would be, but how meaningful.
Oh, yeah.
Very.
So they can drop it off at any of your locations. And what is the deadline? When does it start and when does it stop?
Well, we are holding our kickoff this Friday, November 15th, at our branch. We're going to have people in and out all day. Our folks from the chamber are going to stop by. So the branch, we open at 8 o'clock. We close at 5. And we are going to go through December 5th. And December 5th, we're going to take all those cards over to our local Red Cross chapter, and they're going to ensure that they get to Washington, D.C. for their screening, and then overseas to all of our service members.
Excellent. All right, so it goes through December the
5th.
December the 5th. Keep that date in mind because that's the last day.
It is.
Right. And it starts once more time, November
It starts November 15th. That's this Friday. And we're going to have the kickoff at our Ash Street branch, but people can also stop by the branch on base or the branch in Mount Olive.
Excellent. So if you want to be a part of the Holiday Mail for Heroes, now is the time. How easy is that to make a difference in a soldier's life?
That's right.
We appreciate you all being here, what
Thank
you're doing
you.
for our community, as well as the soldiers. And that's the Holiday Mail for Heroes. Come be a part.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Our guest today is DAVIN Madden, and DAVIN is the health director for Wayne County. I appreciate you being here. Good morning.
Always a pleasure, Wayne.
The pleasure's always mine. We're going to talk about a couple of things today. First of all, the Go Wayne Go initiative is well underway. We've been, a couple of 3 months now, I guess.
Yeah, about 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, the Go Wayne Go initiative is something we've talked about. You've heard it through multiple people in the community, different stakeholders. But the bottom line is it's about getting people up, getting people active. Not even necessarily out, just get them active.
Get them active. They can be active in the home.
Get more active.
Okay.
Yeah, be more active. It's recommended that you get about 2.5 hours of physical activity each week.
2.5 hours a week.
Yes. I mean, you can break that down into 5 30-minute sessions, or 7 20-minute sessions approximately, or 22 minutes if you really want to have something like that.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is you need to be active each day. You need to incorporate it in. And you don't have to be active every day, but you can, because you want to have a couple of days in between for a little bit of rest and recuperation, depending on your activity level. But you still want to get in about that 2.5 hours. And our Go Wayne Go profile, that 53210, recommends an hour a day of physical activity. But it doesn't all have to be at one time. It can be broken up into 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. But they're suggesting always be physically active. For example, parking further away from the entrance at the shopping center or the grocery store helps promote physical activity because you're having to walk to and from.
Further, instead of parking as close as you can to the door and keeping your steps as short as possible, you need to keep them longer.
Yes.
Right.
And that's just the concept of Go Wayne Go. It's really about our website. We're getting it up and running. People can sign up now on the website. It's gowaynego.org, and you can go in there and sign up and take the Go Wayne Go challenge. I mean, we've got some pretty big, agendas items. We're trying to lose 1 million pounds.
Right. And that's a lofty goal.
It is.
But when you can take into consideration that 100,000 people, 1 million pounds is only 10 pounds each.
That's right.
And so it's not that big a goal.
No,
it's a good goal.
A lot of people have it to spare. When you look at the statistics of Wayne County, again, they're not that unusual from a lot of the southeastern regional counties or even the southeastern United States.
Right.
But we have about 72%, give or take a percentage, of people in our county that's overweight or could be obese.
And when you think about that, that's an astounding number because that's 3 out of every 4 people.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 people.
3 out of 4. Now we didn't have that, in the 50s, 60s, 70s.
No.
We didn't have that issue.
No.
What happened?
Well, a lot of things happened.
Okay, I know you. I'll say there have been many things to happen over time.
Yes.
Including our lifestyle has changed considerably. We're always on the go. We're trying to get so many things done, cram so much time into the day. Fast food has played a part in this. And I'm not knocking the fast food companies.
Oh, no.
But we should have a better control.
That's right. That and the sedentary lifestyle.
Yes.
I mean, our jobs, a lot of our jobs now are not quite as physically demanding. I mean, you know, where in the past there were a lot of jobs, you know, more farming was done more physically. I mean, there was a lot of factory jobs, you know, in the United States too, and people were up on their feet, moving down assembly lines, working in factories. I mean, that was the heart of America.
Right.
And that was what, you know, grew America. And so there was a lot of jobs that required physical activity. Well, a lot of the jobs now are sedentary. I mean, it's a lot of office work, a lot of things where you're sitting on a computer, working on a computer.
Right.
Because I mean, you may be working in a factory, but you could be operating a machine via a computer and not actually up on the assembly line, for example. And like you said, with fast food, that's just one of the many things, because it's the overall way our food's made too. It's processed food,
yes.
not just fast food.
Yeah.
Because it's just processed foods.
That's right.
We're eating a lot of different processed breads and pastas and things like that, and we've kind of taken away from some of our wholesome ingredients in our food, in our recipes and stuff. Fresh vegetables and produce, the things that are lower in fat, higher in fiber, the things that have been shown time and time again to help for a healthier lifestyle. We've taken those out of a lot of our diets.
Well, that's true. And now I think with 3 out of 4 people being overweight, and to the point of many being obese, a high percentage of them obese. How
like 30%, I think,
is it 30%?
Obese, around 30 something, 33%.
1 out of or 2 out of 3. Almost.
1 out of 3.
Oh, 1 out of 3.
Yeah, 1 out of 3 would probably be obese. And so yeah, there's been some changes, and it's not been for the better. I mean, there's a reason why our healthcare costs are rising. I mean, we're seeing a prevalence of chronic disease, and plus people are living longer because of medical technology.
Right.
So you compound the fact that you have an unhealthy, a lot of people are eating unhealthy. They're not usually getting adequate physical activity to keep themselves in good condition or keep their heart and healthy. And then add on the fact that we're living longer with chronic diseases, and I mean, that's why we see healthcare costs driving up. But the bottom line is Go Wayne Go is trying to keep it simple. It's not telling people what to do, it's telling them what they should do, what they need to do, and let them figure out how does that play into the being physically active. Because walking may be your thing, tennis may be mine. What is it?
Running may be another. There's all kinds of different. The idea, though, is to stay active and do something at least 2.5 hours a week.
That's why we've got the Go Wayne Go logo. You know, that bright green T-shirts with the county emblem.
We'd hold it up here, but
we'd hold it up here, but the green screen would zero it out.
Here you go.
Yeah, we'll hold it up real quick.
Go ahead and hold it up.
We'll hold it up here.
See what happens.
If you see this now, if you watch, ladies and gentlemen, I will disappear.
He's gone. He's gone.
Now, see, this is called weight loss at its finest. This is the easy route.
That's right. That's right.
But you barely can see the logo. But the bottom line is I think I read somewhere that the average person gets hit with somewhere around 2,000 messages a day related to marketing.
Yeah.
Isn't that sound about right?
That's about right.
Statistically,
that's about right. Yeah.
That's a lot for your brain to process.
That is a lot.
And there's a reason why we have jingles and catchy phrases and weird people on commercials, and people, you know, get very excited and have the shock value because they're trying. All of these vendors and marketing is trying to stand out to the human brain.
They're trying to sell.
That's right.
They're selling their product.
That's exactly right. And that's what we're trying to do with the Go Wayne Go logo.
Right.
But we don't really. The product we're selling is better health.
Well, okay. A couple of things. First of all, I keep hearing all kinds of ideas about how much our caloric intake should be. I keep hearing about how we should be controlling our diet and all this. But what about people who just say, look, by the time I get home at the end of the day, man, I am just absolutely wiped out. By the time I get home, I've got to fix dinner, I've got to wash clothes, or I've got to, help the kids with the homework or something like that. How do you convince people that they're going to have to do something, even though it's only 2.5 hours a week, and that breaks down to what, maybe 30 minutes a day, maybe 30 minutes a day if you exercise, and then that would be with taking 2 days off. What do you say to people that, look, if you don't do this, you're really going to be in serious health trouble? Well,
I think there's two answers, 2 parts to that question. One is I can't convince people of anything, because health really requires the self-starter.
It's a personal thing.
It is a personal choice. Okay. And all I can do is try to share the challenges that we face and hopefully inspire people that will inspire people. to be motivated to take on their health and to invest in their health. I mean, we invest in so many things, and we count pennies and dollars on the value of so many things. You know, we shop consciously at the store for shirts on a good sale, or clothes, and shoes.
Save a dollar.
That's right. But you know, when it comes to our health, I think if individual people would look at their health as a commodity that's investing in their self, that would just help. One. So I can't convince you, but hopefully I can make you realize how important it is for your health. That's the first part of the answer. The second part of the answer is, you know, nobody likes really to work out after a hard day or get physically active after a busy day, and you come in, you're just tired. But you know what I found? I do the same thing. I come home, I am exhausted some days. I get on my elliptical and run for 20 or 30 minutes. I have realized one thing, this is the second part, is I have never regretted finishing my exercise.
Okay, good point.
I always dread starting,
but
I have never regretted finishing. Every time I finish, I feel better.
Okay.
I feel good. That should be inspiration enough.
It should, yeah.
I mean, when have you ever dreaded starting something but never regretted finishing it? You've never regretted the activity done. It makes you feel better because physically it's changing you.
Yeah. And there's a third. Let me.
What is the third?
I'm just listening to what you're saying, and you're right. But the third is you have to think about, if you have children, you have to think about yourself and being able to, number one, provide for your kids, because if you're overweight and obese and it gets out of hand, you're going to put yourself in a jeopardy health-wise.
Yeah.
You have to think about that. You have to think about you're setting an example for your kids. If your eating habits are picked up by your children.
Yep.
So you have to think about what their health is going to be years down the road. So there's, I guess,
yeah, that's an excellent point. I mean, it's because you're, you know, the question, what you're really saying is you're teaching a good behavior for the people that model after you.
Yeah.
As a parent or as any kind of adult or caregiver that somebody is, you know, mimicking. I mean, you're being a model, and you're right. You're teaching good behaviors, and we haven't taught good behaviors all the time when it comes to our health.
That's exactly right.
I mean, you know, that's a lot of times people see other people smoking, and so they start smoking, and we know smoking isn't good for your health. You know, we see people eating, you know, potato chips and, you know, something, you know, drinking soda all day. That's their normal diet. It's not healthy. But that's their behavior that they've learned. So you make a good point. You're right. I mean, it is about modeling that behavior.
It is. And if you, what your young family members will see you doing, they will also be doing the same thing. I mean, that's how a lot of young people start smoking. That's how a lot of young people just eat the wrong things. Yeah, and they don't know. Sometimes we know it's wrong. I think most people know that what they're eating or doing is not healthy. Oh, sure. But here's the part about Go Wayne Go. Is like I said, it's a simple concept. It's really about getting up and getting active, following that 5-3-2-1 principle that we can talk about, which is the 5 fruits or vegetables each day, 3 whole meals. That means don't skip breakfast. I'm going to talk about that in a minute when we talk about obesity. Okay. Yeah. But try to get no more than about 2 hours of maximum screen time, which, you know, that doesn't count your computer work at the office, but, you know, sitting in front of the TV or in front of a video game or something like that, no more than 2 hours a day. That's a lot. Try to get in that 1 hour of physical activity, and then 0 sugary drinks unless it's a special occasion. And I'll talk about that later on too, but that's the 5. It's a very simple principle. None of this is easy. I mean, that's the thing about it, is we've looked at health being, well, if it's not easy, I'm not going to do it, and we've demonstrated that, 72%. Yeah, that's right. I mean, look at our growing chronic diseases. People have demonstrated it, but it's not easy. It's not easy for anybody. All right. But the question is, can we rise to the challenge to show that health is very important to us here in Wayne County? And that's why we're saying, Go Wayne Go. Right. So when you get ready to eat that triple or quadruple cheeseburger with all the fixings on it and all that extra gooey stuff, just sit back and remember that you're going to feel real good afterwards, but it's not a good feeling, because you're going to feel like you enjoyed it. You're going to enjoy it, but down the road, you keep this up, it's not going to pay off. Yeah, it'll come back to you. It'll come back to you. It really will. You know, we always say you are what you eat.
I mean, as a kid, we heard it all the time. You are what you eat. And you don't hear that much anymore, that old saying. But I used to hear it all the time. You are what you eat.
Right now, I'm a big old fried chicken leg. That's what I am. Yeah. Oh boy.
Well, but it's true. But that has never been a truer statement.
That's true.
We really are what we eat. If we eat a lot of high fat, high calorie foods, look at what we've become. We are what we eat. We've become bigger. We've become heavier. We've become overweight. You know, when you're eating fresh, wholesome, energetic food, it shows.
It does show.
And see, let me say one last thing though, is this is not about telling people that you need to just wake up today and change your life, because that doesn't work.
No, that doesn't work.
We've already said this is hard to be healthy, but it's important to be healthy. But it's not saying wake up and change your life. Change over the hamburgers for the side salads every day. No way. I wouldn't do it. Nobody's going to do it. Go Wayne Go's about being conscious, being health conscious, make a health conscious decision every day. Commit to that as part of the challenge.
Right. Okay.
Substitute. Let me give you one good example.
Give me an example.
I like McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Quarter pounder with cheese is pretty good to me.
Right.
Well, I go to McDonald's every once in a while and I'll have one. And what I've decided to do now is McDonald's has gotten on board with the changing health demographics. You can substitute now the apple slices instead of French fries.
Right.
Well, if a person who's eating out made that one decision 2 times a week for an entire month, just the calorie difference between one small fry and apples is like 45 calories for the whole bag of slices. French fries are somewhere around 350, 400 calories for a small fry.
Well, that's a big difference.
You do that 2 times a week for an entire month, you could cut out 1,000, 2,000 calories a month. That's a pound. Wow. You could cut out a pound of weight every month just making a couple of simple health conscious decisions every day.
So if you do that for a year, and it's easy to do, that would be easy to do.
You can work on getting your weight down.
10 to 12 pounds.
And you haven't had to really suffer. You've made a few substitutions. That's why I said it's not about telling people to go into this mode of doing like a New Year's resolution. We're gonna quit eating everything bad and we're gonna change all of our lifestyle.
That doesn't work.
Never makes it.
No, that never works.
This is just about making those conscious decisions, thinking about what you're doing.
Eat what you want to eat in the proper proportions, and think about what you're eating.
Right? Go Wayne Go.
And GoWayneGo.org. And thank you very much, David.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
We're back on WGTV. That's Wayne Goldsboro Television. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Yes, Wayne Goldsboro Television, partnership between the County of Wayne and the City of Goldsboro.
Yes, we are indeed. You know, I meant to mention this before now.
Yes.
We've been doing this program a long time now.
Yes, we have.
Actually, we started in
September
of 012. And
012.
Anyway, and we were telling people that when you had an announcement to make, you could send it to WGTV at waynegov.com.
That's right.
It turns out that at some point over the last few months, there have been some issues with that particular email address. It's been fixed. If you have an announcement to make, please get it to us at least 2 weeks ahead of time.
That's right.
At least 2 weeks ahead of time. We'll be glad to talk about it, talk it up. If your nonprofit organization is having an event, we want to tell everyone about it. So email it to WGTV at waynegov.com.
There you go.
There you go. All right. I have a trivia question I wanted to ask earlier, but forgot to ask earlier. Anyway,
but I want to hear it.
All right. Who wears a toque? T-O-Q-U-E. Toque.
T-O-Q-U-E.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do not know.
This person wears a toque.
So it's a certain person.
It's a profession. It's a profession.
Well, I wouldn't think it'd be a doctor or a nurse.
No.
Or a priest.
T-O-Q-U-E. It's not a priest.
Not a priest, not a doctor, not a nurse.
Not a nurse, not a doctor. No. Toque. T-O-Q-U-E.
Well, it's a problem because I don't know what it is.
I know. See, that's what makes
that's
it
a little bit of a problem.
That makes it is something you wear on your head.
Oh. Huh.
Uh-huh. All right, we'll look at something else here, and you think about that a moment.
All right. Well, the Mount Olive Chamber is having their annual pancake breakfast.
Oh, boy.
Yes. It'll be the Saturday, December the 7th, which is actually the same day as their Christmas parade and the Goldsboro Christmas parade and the Fremont Christmas parade. all the same day.
Oh.
So that morning, if you want to eat some pancakes, you can go to Highway 55 Burgers and Fries restaurant in Mount Olive.
Right.
At 7 a.m., they'll start serving pancakes. The proceeds will benefit the future Mount Olive Area Chamber of Commerce projects, the Christmas parades and plates. That don't even make sense. That little sentence doesn't make sense. The plates are $5. The Christmas parade follows right after that.
And you can go to the Christmas parade free.
Well, yes, you can go watch the Christmas parade free.
It doesn't cost you anything.
But you can eat pancakes that morning for $5 a plate.
That's right.
The Mount Olive Christmas Parade starts at 10 a.m. The Goldsboro Christmas Parade starts at 4 p.m. And right in the middle of the day is the Fremont Christmas Parade, and I don't remember I think it's at 2. Not sure, but I'll find out, but I know it's that day.
There you go. Sure.
All 3 of those are in that
Okay.
one day.
Okay.
And that is Saturday, December the 7th.
All right, Saturday, December 7th. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, should I say anything about the Goldsboro Christmas Parade, or that somebody special will be in that parade?
Well, who special might be in it? Oh, sure. Sure, I'll be. Who? Yes, Wayne and I will be riding in the WGTV car.
That's right.
And so give us a big shout out and big wave as we go down the center street.
Yeah, ho, ho, ho.
That's right. Yes, we'll be in the parade. I'm trying to think, who in the world? There's lots of people in the parade.
Yeah, and it's going to be
Go
a big parade,
figure.
isn't it?
It's going to be a very big parade.
Very
It
big
always
parade.
is. The
Oh,
Goldsboro
yeah.
Christmas Parade is fabulous.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know, the JCs have handed that over to the young professionals with the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
So if you're interested in being a participant in the Christmas parade, now the way you find your entry application is to go to the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce's website.
Yeah, which is
WayneCountyChamber.com.
There you go.
There you go.
There you
We've
go.
said that a time or two,
I
haven't
know
we?
we have once or twice or 3 times. Who wears a toque? T-O-Q-U-E.
Who is it?
Imagine this. You wear it on your head.
Yes?
It's tall
It's tall.
and round at the top.
Tall and round at the top. A chef.
There you go.
That's what a chef's hat is.
It's
Why it's called a chef's
toque.
hat.
And it's round at the top because that's where it tends to, when they're working in the hot kitchen and the heat and everything. And there's a reason for that. It tends to keep the top of the head cool because the heat will rise into that rounded area.
Oh, so that's not just a baker's hat.
It's not just a baker's hat. There's
It's
a
a-
reason it's shaped like
Wow,
that. Just to try
okay.
and keep the chef cool as possible.
So chef, make sure you have on your toque.
Wear your toque.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Well, I learned something today.
T-O-Q-U-E.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Always.
Always. So let's do this again tomorrow.
Let's do.
All right. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll be ending the week tomorrow.
Yes, it
the work week
is.
that is.
TGIF.
Yeah. Woo! Woohoo! So join us again tomorrow. We'll be right here, and you'll be right there. We start at 7, then we repeat the program at noon, then again at 5:30. So have yourself a fine day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. And until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. This is what's happening in your community.